Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to go over my 2020 makeup goals. And in my goals, I'm starting a project pan, which you could probably guess by the title. So I just want to go over those products, talk about my finance goals, and without any further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post videos every Tuesday and Saturday. My 2020 project pan theme is all of my old makeup, things I haven't used in a while, things that I need to try to get as much use out of possible because it's either expired or expiring. The second thing to that is non-cruelty free items. My goal is to be as cruelty free as possible going into next year. So that could mean that I'm cruelty free next week. That could mean that I'm cruelty free in 6 months. It could mean that I'm cruelty free in 8 months. I'm giving myself that gap to start purchasing cruelty free, to stop purchasing from brands you test on animals. Now with this, I have a no-buy. 2020 is my year of getting my finances together. I'm getting married this year. I have quite a bit of credit card debt that I'm working down. I would like to have my car payment refinanced before I go into 2021. And I would like to make large sums to my student loans while cushioning my savings. I tracked down where all my spending's at, and no surprise, it's in skincare and makeup. For 2020, I'm on a strict no-buy. The following things are what I am not purchasing. Candles. I have so many goddamn candles, and I think every single time I go to TJ Maxx, I buy at least 2, 3. Perfume and lotions. I have an entire cube that's just perfume, body sprays, and lotions. I have 2 more in my bathroom. I have one on display. I have an empty one up there. Like, I just have them everywhere, and I don't need to continually keep purchasing them. I put myself on a ceasefire of those. The first thing on my project pan is lotion. The way I'm project panning my lotions, it's not necessarily to use it all the way up, but every month I'm going to pick a new lotion to focus on and try to get as much progress as I can. I'm not going to write on these tubes or anything, but I am going to kind of video document how much I use. This is January's lotion. This just gets stuck on my desk. This is the Endless Night Fragrance Lotion by Victoria's Secret. I've still got quite a bit. I'd probably say without the air, it's probably like right here, which is decent. I think I've had this on my desk for months, and I kind of reach for it, kind of don't reach for it, so I'm trying to make a habit of reaching for what's on my desk. So that's kind of like a rotating pan where I get a new lotion the start of every month, and I only use that lotion or an unscented lotion the entire month to help use up some of the lotions I have. Another thing I'm not purchasing, obviously, is makeup. And when I say makeup, I mean all makeup. Powder, foundation, eyebrows, everything. I'm not purchasing a single thing of makeup until May. If I run out of eyebrows, I guess I run out of eyebrows. I'm trying to force myself to use every single thing I have, and I honestly don't think I'm going to run out of eyebrow product. I might run out of pencil, but I have a crap ton of pomade in there, and pomades last forever, so I'm trying to bring into perspective, I don't need to continually keep purchasing everything that's new because it sits in a drawer of unused makeup that just sits there, and then sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't, sometimes I declutter it, sometimes I give it away. Like, it's honestly just sitting there. Luckily, none of it's open, so it's not sitting there expiring, but it is just sitting there because I decided on a whim to spend $200 at Ulta when I shouldn't have spent $200 at Ulta. With makeup, I'm also not purchasing skincare. I mean all skincare. I think I have 4 backup cleansers and cleansing oils in general. This is like part of skincare. I have so many cleansing oils, makeup removers, cleansing balms, like makeup remover balms, and I keep thinking that I don't have them, so I keep rebuying them when they're sitting in a drawer over there, unused, ready to go, and I don't need to spend my money. So for me, this no-buy is going to help immensely because it's going to help me use the product I have. I have a lot of new products, so I don't think I'm going to get bored because I have a lot of new product that I don't use. So if I'm feeling experimental, like today I played with the Urban Decay Naked Honey, which should be up after this. I'll leave it linked if you're watching this video after I've already posted that one. But for instance, I just wanted to grab that and play with that specifically. I don't want to do a whole full face, but that was something new I already had purchased. So to preface, in the next couple months, if I say full face first impressions, it means that I've already had these products. They're not what I've purchased. I'm not purchasing anything until at least June. My no buy right now is until May 1st, but honestly, I'm thinking about extending it until June 1st. And then maybe even extending it just a little bit further out, giving myself a birthday treat, and then extending it out. We'll kind of see how things go. I'm going to document if I spend money on something, which I'm not supposed to, so we'll see how good I am about it. With skincare is also masks. I have so many sheet masks because I feel like that's something that they always throw in a subscription box to kind of bulk up the value, which I'm fine with. I love me a good sheet mask. And I have so many potted masks and stuff, and I keep going to Lush, and I'm just like, girl, you have a million masks. You need to chill. Speaking of Lush, bath bombs. I have a whole thing in my bathroom full of bath bombs. If you saw my last haul, I bought a bunch of bath bombs during Christmas time and bathy stuff. So I'm not buying bath bombs until that entire container, for the most part, unless it's like seasonal things, is gone. Like until I use up every single bath bomb, I'm not buying any more. Because I just buy them and they sit there. I feel like the theme this year for the beauty world is anti-consumerism, which means using the products you've already purchased and not purchasing anymore, which is why I started this Project Pan. This was a really long intro, I'm sorry, but I really needed to kind of dive into why did I start a Project Pan. Also, like, it's kind of a no buy, but nail polish, I have a bunch, and I was in the habit of buying a new nail polish every time I went to the store, and I've kind of like stopped that. I'm trying to go through the nail polish I have and pick out the colors I really like and get rid of the colors I don't. Rediscover colors and stuff before I decide to buy a new nail polish color, especially because I have a bunch that are honestly like the same shade. It's just a different formula. So that's another thing that I'm kind of like putting on the back burner right now is nail polish. And pretty much anything beauty is off the table. Like, I'm not buying it. It's just not happening. So yeah, I just kind of want to give you guys a rundown of all of that. Let's get into the items that I am panning. First thing is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. You can see from my tick mark right there that I've already been using quite a bit of it. I'm pretty confident that I could use this up probably like in the next 3 months. Like, I'm predicting this is going to be finished by March. We will see if that actually happens, but I'm sure that this is not going to take very long as I focus on it. It's not going to take too long to pan. Another primer is the Benefit Professional Matte Rescue Primer. So I've already made incredible progress this month using this. I just want to preface this with, I don't do my makeup every day. I work from home. I don't do my makeup every day. I usually do it when I'm filming or going out, so I'd say 2 to 3 times a week, if that, honestly. So it's going to be a long project because if I was using these every single day, they would be gone relatively fast. They'd be used up. Foundation. This is the Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation in the shade 0.05. Here is where my Nick is at, which I've only used this like one other time, so I'm still at basically the same spot I was in. That I think is going to take me all year because this progress, like this current progress, where that line is at, I think I used this for like a month straight. Like, it was the only foundation I used. But I think this is probably going to take me at least 6 months just because I don't love this shade. I have to mix it with other things. It's a nice product. I do like the foundation. It's just in the wrong shade for me. This is the Maybelline Age Rewind. If you can see that small tick and you can see where the bottom of the plastic applicator is, that's how much I've used already, which I think is pretty damn good progress. Because I feel like these, you can't really tell that you've used a lot until you're probably like about at this point. And then it just goes from top to bottom. You know, like the nice part about these is you can see how much product you're using and get every single ounce of your money, which the nice thing about this is that it's cheap too. Tarte Shape Tape. This is one of my oldest freaking products ever. It's in the shade Fair Neutral. I just need to get it out of my collection. So that is why she's in my project pan. And I honestly don't love it. These are concealers, but I don't consider these like under eye concealers. These are the concealers I use for my eyebrows. So the first one is this Maybelline Master Conceal in the shade Fair. I've had this for a while. I'd say I'm about halfway through it. I've only used it a couple times this month. I keep forgetting that I have it. If you need a concealer that is just like cake, spackle, gonna cover all of your mistakes and lies, this is the way to go. Again, it's not cruelty free, so keep that in mind if you are cruelty free or you only buy cruelty free products. If you don't care, you don't care. That's okay too. But yeah, I definitely want to use this up. And the thing with this is it's such full coverage that you don't need a lot. So I honestly, truly think this is going to be the product that is going to take me the absolute longest to go through, just because you need such little product. I'm talking like such little product. Another concealer product, this is one of my oldest product, is the NYX Conceal Correct Contour in the shade Light. With this product, you can kind of see that I've hit pan on multiple shades, or I'm very close to hitting pan. This one I want to use entirely up. I am doing a rotating project pan, but most of these products are super old and I just want to completely use them up. Brows. This is the Benefit Brow Contour Pro. This was really popular because it's like back from when you were a child, and it had the different clicky pens, you know. But it's for your brows, which I enjoy this product. It's very creamy. You don't need a lot. You can get carried away really well. It sits on my brows today. I have used up entirely the lighter shade, and I don't know how far I am on the deeper shade. Unfortunately, like, you can't twist it up and twist it back down like a normal brow product to show the progress. But I have been using this like a few times, and I honestly think I might be close to finishing it. I might get like, I'd probably say 4 or 5 more uses, so I might have like a month or 2 left out of this. But with that one brow shade, I'm trying to use up the concealer shades, which I haven't used much of, and I keep forgetting they're there. So that's going to be a challenge for me, because I want to use this entire pencil up this year, like bye-bye, gone, out of my collection. I did enjoy it. I do like it. Benefit's not cruelty free. And it's also a little too waxy for me. I don't like to I like to have a grip and really press on my brows. And with this, if you do that, you might as well take the whole damn brow off. You have to have this like slightest touch. And if you bump in any way, it fucks up your brows, let's be real. This is the only thing that can cover it, honestly. This is one of my longest products that I still own. I think this is my oldest product. Like, not one of, I think this is my absolute oldest product. This is the NYX Eyebrow Cake Powder. This is the very first product I ever hit pan on. As you can tell, I've hit pan on it twice. And the other shade, I have a significant dip in it. With this, I really want to use the wax side up and the dark brown side up, and then we'll see how far I get on the other side. I don't think I'll ever throw this away, and honestly, if I don't use this up, it's just like a little memento. But it's getting pretty old, and it's getting in there, and I definitely think I've got my $6 worth out of it. But it's one of those things like my Estee Lauder foundation that it's just, she's a memento. She's like a reminder of what I love the most. That's in there. I'm gonna try to use that up. We'll see. You know, I actually hit pan 3 times. Can you see that? I've hit pan 3 times. Like, there's a teeny tiny little baby pan. Yeah, there you go. 3 freaking times with this product. And then for brow gel, I'm using up the Wet n Wild Clear Brow Gel. You can see I've got quite a bit of use out of it this month already. Granted, half of it is on the side. This stuff's alright. I mean, it's just a mascara, a clear mascara that I ended up using for brows. and it works, does its job. I don't think it's the absolute best. It smells like alcohol. I think it's starting to turn on me. I'm going to try to use it as long as I can, but unfortunately if I can't keep using it, like I don't want a reaction. I already pulled a lip color because it was bad. Like I went to go use it in December and it was bad. I was trying to test out which products I wanted to use. Let's get into face products. Now I chose one of everything in here. I chose the Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer, which I don't really have that much progress on, but some of the detailing's coming off. Had this for a while. It's literally broken, like broken. And then I have the Butter Blush in Vintage Rouge. This is the first ever blush I bought, so I'm confident that it's expired, but I'm still going to use it because it's powder. It still smells fine, honestly. Like, it still smells exactly like when I bought it. Now this one, because it was the only blush I ever bought, you can kind of tell that the waviness texture is coming off, which is nice. So yeah, I'm going to keep progress on those two. I think with these two products, I'm just going to focus on hitting pan, and then once I hit pan, I'm going to rotate them out and pick a different blush and bronzer. Just because, yes, they are old, but they are cruelty free. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I don't need to use these up entirely. We'll see. We'll kind of see. For powder, this is my oldest powder. I can guarantee it. Actually, I had my oldest powder and I finally threw it away. The NYC Smooth Face Powder. They don't even make this anymore. I've used this quite a bit. Here's the line that it was at when I first filmed that, and now you can see that there's not a lot left. And then my other powder is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Pressed Translucent Powder, which obviously I already hit pan, so I'm trying to use this one up. And then for setting spray, it was going to be this mini Urban Decay All Nighter, because this is honestly like the oldest product I have. One of the oldest products I have. And I was actually filming a video yesterday. Which video was it? What did I film yesterday? Oh, my full face of minis. And I used it up because it's a mini, obviously. I used it up. So this is going in my empties. It's panned. Done already. I don't know if I'm going to count it, but it's in my original project pan. So I'm going to grab a new setting spray. I have a bunch of setting sprays that are like on their last little bit of life. So those are kind of my like gimme products, is that I have setting sprays that are on their wit's end, and my translucent powders are what's on their wit's end. Those are going to be like my gimme products. 20 for 20. So then I'm going to throw in these two setting sprays. This one probably has 2 uses left in it. It's the Urban Decay De-Slick. And then this is the Ulta Makeup Setting Spray, which I honestly really like this one. It's probably got about that much, maybe a quarter in there. A third, maybe a third, if that. Maybe a quarter. What I chose for eye primer was the MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. Here's what we're looking at. We got a nice little dip going on there. I think for this one I might just hit pan on it and then switch out an eye primer, or go back and forth, not focus on this one so much after I hit pan. And then mascara is this CoverGirl, the Super Sizer Big Curl. I don't love this. The wand is ginormous. It flakes. It's kind of garbage, but I already opened it, so I might as well use it. So I'm going to put it in a project pan until I can't use it anymore. This is probably just going to be a mascara I use for filming because it looks fine, decently away. I don't like going out in public in this. I try my best not to go in public with this. And then I did pick a single shadow, which I don't have a lot of single shadows, but this is one of my favorites. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Eyeshadow in Amber Rush. Do you guys remember how popular this was? This eyeshadow was popular when the Naked 3 was popular. I don't have too much use with this one. Some use, but not much progress, so I'm excited to see where this one goes. I pulled this one out because it's been sitting in my drawer and I don't ever reach for it. So with it being on my desk, it'll be something that I reach for more. I do really like that. That's one of my favorite ones, to just put bronzer in the crease and throw it on the top, and it looks like you did this crazy makeup look when you didn't. I like pairing this with any neutral palette, honestly. Like, I think it's really pretty. I think these L'Oreal Infallibles are super slept on these days. I chose this palette before Nikki came out, before the Too Faced being absolutely horrible to her again. So I just want to preface with that. It is one of my oldest products. I am not purchasing from Too Faced anymore after I finish up my Too Faced products. Like, I'm just gonna have to find something else. But I'm going to be panning the Peach palette, which looks like this. Now on this one, I definitely have been using it quite a bit. But yeah, I like this palette. Honestly, I think it's got a nice color story. It's like neutral with pops. It's a fun day to night palette. Yeah, I think it, honestly, I like the smell. A lot of people are like, it's overwhelming, but I like the sweet peach smell. I do like this palette. I like the way it performs for the most part. But unfortunately, like, I'm not going to keep purchasing from Too Faced. You can't keep treating people like shit. Like, it's just not. It's not okay. So that completes my 20 in 20 project pan. It's my first project pan. I understand it is a lot of product. I probably should have stuck with like 5. A lot of them are pretty damn full. Some of them are pretty easy to finish up. But I wanted something to kind of challenge me, to remind me that I have old ass makeup in my drawers, and it's not super old. Like, I've seen crustier makeup, but I need to show it some love. It's been sitting there. I use it occasionally, but it's older stuff that it just needs to get used up and go bye-bye. I think that a lot of my products are going to be pretty well used up pretty decently soon. Some of them are going to be harder than others. That's kind of like why I chose the products I chose, was that some of them would probably be gone by next time. Some of them would probably be gone in 3 months. Some might take the whole year. Like, I kind of wanted to give myself a little bit of variety, some wiggle room to rotate things in, pull things out. I don't want to pull anything out until I've hit pan. For instance, the eyeshadow palette, I want to hit pan on every single shade before I trade it out or include something else, which is going to be super duper hard. But I'm determined because I have a lot of eyeshadows and I need to remind myself that it takes a while to get through an entire eyeshadow palette. My mom does it, but my mom literally uses like one eyeshadow palette all year, and she will use almost every single shade in that palette. So I need to keep that in mind before I buy another eyeshadow palette. So yeah, if you guys want to learn more about project panning, I'm going to link down below Kelly Gooch, her channel. She does project pan and she's cruelty free, and she goes into wild depths if you want to know more. This is my first one ever. This is a way for me to document the progress I'm making on my products, to kind of use up old shit, get it out. I will not be buying any more until at least June, May, June. We'll see. Let me know what your guys's year of 2020 is. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please let me know if you guys are doing a project pan. I would love to see what you guys are doing. I'm gonna try to get more Instagram content up. It's hard. I need to figure out how to film Instagram tutorials. It's kind of difficult. I don't really understand how to edit them, and I think I'm editing them wrong. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!